Hello friends. Today we'll learn how to find the common denominator in simple fractions. To master the techniques I'll show you, you'll need to master the multiplication table. A quick intro and we'll start. Have a look at the following example. There are three fractions in front of you. Half, 1/4, and 1/8. The first thing I'll do is refer to each denominator separately and take them apart into their basic multiplications, that is to say, to take them apart into prime bases. For those who don't remember, prime numbers are numbers that can only be divided by itself and 1, like 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on. These are numbers that cannot be divided into other whole multiplications. Let's start with the first fraction. 2 is already a prime number, so I'll not take it apart into other multiplications. 4, on the other hand, can be taken apart into the multiplication of 2 times 2. Therefore, these are the prime bases of the number 4. If we take apart the number 8 into its base multiplication, we can get 8 by doing 2 times 2 times 2. And those are the prime bases of the number 8. For those who can't get immediately to the number's prime bases, you can divide the number into multiplications and get it like that. Let's see, 8 is also 4 times 2. We already know that 2 is a prime number, so I'll circle it. But we can take apart 4 to another multiplication of 2 times 2. 2 and 2 are both prime bases, and that's why we cannot take them apart into more prime bases. Therefore, the final disassembly of the number 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Now we need to find the common containing denominator. What does containing mean? It means that it contains the other denominators. As you can see, half has only one 2. 1/4 has 2 2's. And 1/8 is 3 times the multiplication of 2. That's why 1/8 contains the other denominators. Therefore, the common denominator will be 8. If we need to do the addition or subtraction operations in the future, we'll use the common denominator we've got, the 8. Let's have a look at another example. Look at the following fractions. We got 1/3, 1/6, and 1/12. The first step we'll do is to take apart the denominators into prime bases. The number 3 is already a prime number because you can only divide 3 by 3 and 1. That's why it'll stay as the same base. 6, on the other hand, can be taken apart into the multiplication of 3 times 2. 3 and 2 are prime numbers, and that's why they will be the prime bases. 12 can be taken apart into the multiplication of 6 times 2. 2 is the prime base, which will stay as is, and 6 will be taken apart again into the multiplication of 3 times 2. We keep dividing until we get to the prime bases. So, 3, 2, and 2, those are the numbers in which you can get to the number 12. Now, we'll look at the three bases, the denominators. If we have 3 at the first one, 3 and 2 in the second one, and 3 and 2 2's at the third one, I'm asking myself, who's the containing denominator? That contains all the factors, and is the common denominator. 12 is the common denominator, of course. Because 12, which is 3, 2 and 2, contains the disassembly of 6. And also the disassembly of 3. If we'll need to go further into a question between these fractions, 12 will be the common denominator. Let's have a look at another question that you'll help me with. Let's see, in front of us are 1/6, 1/12, and 1/15. The first thing we'll do is to take them apart into prime bases. What will 6 be taken apart to? Give it a try. Correct. 6 is taken apart into 3 and 2, and those are the prime bases. And what will 12 be taken apart to? "12 will be taken apart into 2 times 3 times 2. You can take it to the side and calculate it by yourselves. Let's see if you can take apart 15. "15 can be taken apart into the multiplication of 3 times 5. 3 is a prime number, so I'll circle it. But 5 is also a prime number. Therefore, the disassembly of 15 into prime bases is 3 times 5. Now, I have to find the common containing denominator. But look carefully, the numbers are different between the fractions. So what denominator will contain all the numbers? If I'll take 3 and 2. In the second denominator I'm missing 1 2. which will contain the first two fractions. And on the third fraction, I already have the 3 but I'm missing the 5. And now the denominator is common, because all the denominators are in the same denominator here. 2 times 3 times 2 times 5 will give us 60. Therefore, the common denominator of all the fractions is 60. Friends, today, we've learned how to find a common denominator, using a very easy technique. By taking apart the denominators into prime bases, and finding the common containing denominator for all the fractions, that is to say for all the denominators. I suggest you practice, and that's how you'll succeed. Have a blast.